Hi guys, Richard from Aqua Essentials here. Today I want to talk to you about a little plant called Hemianthus, or Hemianthus cuba, or Hemianthus callitrichoides, baby tears. There's loads of names for it these days, but it looks a bit like this. Well, it looks exactly like this. Okay, so it's a lovely, one of the most popular foreground plants, creeping plants, but for some reason one of the trickiest as well. Now, if you can see closely there, the leaves are very, very small. They got very fine white roots that come off them. You might not be able to see, the camera's not focusing very well. But Hemianthus is a plant that many of you guys struggle with, and I'm just here to give you a quick message really to say that it's not a tricky plant as long as you give it what it needs. Now what it needs is pressurized CO2 and good fertilizers and good lighting. Now those three kind of go hand in hand really, but the idea with Hemianthus and CO2 is that you get the bubbles blown straight into this plant itself. So if you've got, say, your CO2 pointing from right to left or whatever, you need to make sure that your CO2 bubbles are actually getting trapped in this plant, because if they're not getting trapped in the plant, then it's not getting the CO2 that it needs, and it's not getting the fertilizers that it needs either. And if you give it those two with moderate lighting, if you give it those two, I guarantee you this plant will do very well for you. It will creep along the foreground just as you want it to, and it will give you the carpet in your aquarium that you've always desired. But it just needs those two things, or three things really: moderate lighting, lots of pressurized CO2 that gets trapped in the leaves, and lots of good fertilizers. And in this case, I'd recommend Nutro Plus as a particularly good fertilizer suitable for pressurized CO2 systems. All right, so that's Hemianthus cuba. Really not a very difficult plant as long as you give it what it wants. So that's it for today, and I'll see you guys next time.